Welcome back to another video. This is BT Plays here, and today we are on the Crew 2 to test out the second Porsche vehicle that came with the new bundle, and we are testing out the Porsche Panamera Turbo S Sport Turismo. Panamera. It's Panamera. Okay, let's make sure I say that right. I've seen this vehicle in Need for Speed Payback, I think. So let's test it out in the Crew 2, shall we? But before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, as it does help out the channel. So let's get into the customization of this thing first. And if you haven't checked out the previous video, a link for it will be down below in the comments. So let's... what colour do we want? I don't really like the bronze. Maybe a white. We'll go safe and stick with a white, I think. Liveries. I'm not gonna bother looking at the liveries because most of the liveries aren't good from the community. So I don't know why I check. But we've got 8 hoods to choose from as we look at the vanity items. We also have 15 front bumpers as well. Oh, we've got the yellow tint there. Okay. What bumpers do we want? Do we want the... No, we're going to stick with the black, I think. And we're going to have the dark tinted headlights as well. We also have 3 front fenders. I don't like that bit at the front next to the headlight. So we're going to not go with that. We're going to go for this one instead. Rims we'll keep as they are. Red calipers as always. We have 3 side mirrors. And I do like the base one. I like the contrast with the black and the white. I don't like the pure white, and I don't like the pure black either. So I'm gonna stick with the ones that we already have. The carbon skirt or the white skirt. The carbon. I think all the way. 2 rear fenders as well. Ooh. Okay. That is nice from the front. But the back isn't all that nice. The back isn't all that nice. The front's nice. Looking at it from the front, it looks alright. But the back, I'm going to have to say no, I think. Probably a wrong decision, but I'm going to have to say no to that. And we also have 4 rear wings as well. We're going to change the top to white. I don't really like the spoiler being at the back where the rear bumper is. And speaking of rear bumpers, we also have 18 to choose from here. I do like that. Do not like that. I don't like the white. Oh, okay. Let's go with this one. And then interior color we'll just set to that. And we will just get the stitching on the inside. Oh, the interior does look nice. Get the wood? No. No, we can't get the wood for this. We'll get that. We'll get the matte black instead. And obviously you can change the vanity items if you wish as well. But I'm going to stick with what we've got here. And it looks decent. It looks nice. Definitely not the nicest Porsche, I don't think. But, I mean, it's probably still usable. So let's get into the performance, and it is a base performance level of 197 with a top speed of 195 miles per hour, and it has 620 horsepower as well. So let's get on to the 280 parts and see how well this vehicle looks with full 280 parts on, and hopefully it does perform pretty well, because obviously I've checked out the other Porsche car that came with this bundle, the Cayenne or the Cayenne, and it was a decent vehicle, but I hopefully think this vehicle may be a little bit better, because 800k for 2 vehicles overall isn't bad, and if one of them is really good, then obviously that makes the 800k completely worth it. But with the 280 parts now on, the top speed is 227 miles per hour. It has 1,123 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.37 seconds, quarter mile in 9.37 seconds, and 18.03 yards for its brake distance, 60 to 0. So let's test out this vehicle to see if it is better than the other one. Yeah, this vehicle looks decent. Not overly great, but it looks alright, personally. There are other Porsches I prefer more than this, even the original 911. But we'll move. we'll just use this vehicle to see how good it is performance wise. And we are in Chicago. We're going on Route 66. So let's see, not Chicago, sorry, St. Louis going to Chicago on Route 66. So let's see how well this vehicle does perform. And this vehicle so far, it feels quite fast. We are obviously going, what, like 210? Probably easily reach our top speed of 227. How are you sticking to me? I don't understand. Ow. Okay. They've just overtaken me, but that's fine. Hopefully this vehicle can get back into first. Oh, the gear change as well on this. The sound of the gear change. I don't know why that just caught me so off guard. That sounded quite nice. Don't normally hear that. And I mean, the handling so far isn't great. Really struggling with some of these turns here. Hopefully that changes up later on in this race. This is a scenic car, to be fair. Nice scenic area. Heading towards the big city. In the middle of the fields. And we still have Lisa on our back. It's the Porsche gang. Well, you can't stop the Porsches, really, can you? You just can't. They're too good in this game. Let's have a look. Okay, handling again. Let's try now. This car definitely feels a lot more clunky than the other one. It feels clunkier than the other vehicle, which I, to be fair, was expecting this one to be the more agile one of the two, because this one is smaller. But I mean, it is still long, isn't it? It's a 4-door. It's still long. It's still a big boy, so it's packing. Yeah, just the handling. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. It feels like I'm driving. What is that? It feels like I'm driving something that just has no brakes. I don't know if it's the brakes or the actual handling of this vehicle, but like when I brake, it just does nothing. It feels like. I feel like I'm just turning while going full speed. That's what it feels like. But I mean, for the wide angle turns like that, then yeah, it's, you know, it does the job. But the tighter angles, that's probably when it has the issues. It's like the other vehicle as well. The other vehicle had that. The other vehicle just couldn't cope with these tight turns. Let's have a look at this. Now we had time to react there, okay? We had time to react. If I literally had no time, or it was you know, one of them turns that come out of nowhere in the middle of the country road, I would have been screwed. But because we were on a nice big 6-lane road, we had time. But overall, it definitely did feel like I was using the other vehicle again. Just doesn't look as good, but that's what it felt like. I felt like I was using the other vehicle over again. Now, what am I going to give this vehicle out of 10? So price wise, like I said in the last video, it's pretty much equates to around 400k per vehicle. Would I use 400? Would I pay 400k for this vehicle? I mean, it's not bad. It's fast. It's a fast vehicle. It wasn't overly great. There are probably better options out there for 400k. But I think I'd still pay 400k for it. I would use this vehicle again. Yes. The performance, nothing wrong really with the acceleration or the speed. It was just mainly the braking and the handling. Mainly the handling wasn't great. Definitely, I think, worse than the other vehicle, the Cayenne, whatever you want to call it. And the customization, there was more customization on this vehicle, but the customization overly wasn't great, especially as you saw with the fenders. They just weren't good at all. So overall, out of 10, I'm going to give this vehicle a lower rating than last time. I'm going to give it a 7, a pure 7 out of 10. It's still a usable vehicle. Obviously you can change stuff with the pro settings, but I feel like, yeah, a 7 out of 10 I think is respectable for this vehicle. Still usable, and I still would use it. So tell me what you think of this vehicle down below in the comment section, and while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video.